We are starting to see a little bit more sunshine out there this afternoon as we take a look across some of our western Mass sky cams. The most sunshine from our Monarch sky cam looking south, but there's definitely more cloud cover farther north, like up around the Quabbin Reservoir. There's a low risk for a stray shower or sprinkle up around the Route 2 corridor, but everyone else looks like we're going to have a dry wrap up to the day. Now, it is pleasant. Currently, we're at 65 degrees. We ended up hitting a high of about 68 today, so a little bit warmer than the last few days. Now, we are in mid-October already. Today, October 11th at 6:15 p.m. sunset. If you're curious at where that sunset goes through the next 3 weeks, well, next week we're down to 6:04. In 2 weeks, which is October 25th, 5:53 p.m. And then we're just past 5:45 p.m. on November 1st. And I want to say it's like the first or second weekend, I think it's the second weekend of November where we fall back. But I won't even talk about that yet. Speaking of the sun, there is this solar eclipse that's getting a lot of attention. It's happening on Saturday. The place to be is anywhere between Texas and Oregon, though. So here in Western Mass, we are not going to see much of anything. However, the closer you are to this path of totality, the bigger the show you see. And it will be quite the show for folks out across the southwestern U.S. But as you can see, going all the way up to New England, if we had clear skies, we'd maybe see about 15 to 20% coverage of the sun as the moon were to pass by, which would happen at about 1:23 in the afternoon. However, Saturday's forecast, of course, not cooperating, and it looks like we will end up with a cloudy sky, and so we won't get to see anything. Our next shot at seeing something very cool is April 8th, 2024. That's the big one, the one everyone keeps talking about. Similar to what we saw back in 2017, it will be a total solar eclipse, and totality goes from Burlington, Vermont, all the way down to South Texas. So here in Springfield, we actually have a shot of seeing a really good show, and we're very close to totality. Of course, we'll talk about that as we get through the next couple of months. Currently, here at home, we've got quite a bit going on across the country. 3 separate storm systems ongoing right now. The first one is ours, of course, this upper low that's been very persistent this week. There is one tropical in nature that's hitting the southern U.S., the Gulf Coast, with some pretty heavy rain, even a little severe weather. And then this monster storm that's impacting the Pacific Northwest and the Intermountain West. We'll focus on our storm system, which continues to bring a lot of cloud cover. You can see that cloud cover really diminishes, though, near and south of I-95. So the Mid-Atlantic has full sunshine today. But we are still battling the clouds. There's a couple of showers swinging to our north with another batch of upper-level energy. Tonight, we'll call partly cloudy. Temperatures will drop back down into the upper 40s before midnight, and then we should eventually dip back down to around 40 by sunrise. Some valley fog may redevelop. Otherwise, we'll just be in and out of clouds. I think we'll have some periods of clear skies as we head into Thursday, especially in the morning. Then we go into Thursday afternoon. There is this weak cold front that's going to drop down from the north. Might produce a sprinkle or a stray shower. Very short-lived, very isolated, otherwise looking partly cloudy. So looking mostly dry for tomorrow. Another mild day with temperatures back into the upper 60s. Breezes remain light, but then once we get behind the cold front, wind picks up a bit and shifts northwest on Friday. That'll usher in a slightly cooler air mass, plus it'll feel chillier with the breeze. Then this weekend, we're keeping an eye on that cross-country storm, which looks like it makes its way to the mid-Atlantic and just brushes past us. There is the chance for a light rain Saturday late in the day, but by Sunday, most of the rain looks to stay to our south. We'll likely still have quite a few clouds in place, but it doesn't look like a total washout for a weekend. In fact, it continues to improve with each day. Now, early next week, that low is going to linger south and east of the Cape and Islands, so it's going to keep us cloudy with maybe a shower, and then we're better looking later in the week. Chris and Abby?